Alright guys, real quick, we're just going to do a little FYI video, maybe save you from having some trouble in the future. I always like to do whatever I can, set people up for success with these amps, because user error does happen, unfortunately, and it's generally because people get in a hurry hooking stuff up, or they're not paying attention, something like that, you know, when it's on the user's fault. That's all, not always the user's fault, other stuff can happen, but generally when the user has an issue, it's because they were in a hurry, got nervous, or they overlooked something, weren't paying attention. One thing I want to go over is these remotes, okay? These are really cool and they're really handy. You can mount your amp wherever and then have the remote sitting up next to you. Plenty of cable. I do sell these remotes on the website, roostercb.com. They're great. Every Fatboy amp comes with a standard remote, or standard remote jack, I should say, not the remote. It's sold separately. But what you have to do with these guys, be careful when you're plugging these in. First thing you want to do, you want to have the amp powered off. You want to have the remote powered off, okay? If possible, have the amp disconnected from power. What I want to show you is, you have to be careful, because you could just not be paying attention and you just halfway plug the amp in. Well, what the heck? Or halfway plug the remote in. What the heck? The amp turned on when I just halfway plugged the remote in. And some people will do that because it snaps into place just halfway plugged in. Well, the remote is not functioning properly when the jack is just halfway in. I want to show you something. If we just have the remote plugged in just like that, and we turn this on, look at that. You're drawing current. It's actually making the amplifier engage. Well, let's say that you do that. You just halfway plug the remote cord in, and you fired your amp up, or maybe you had the switch in the on position. You don't catch that the amp powered on with the remote off. And then you've just got, or you, let's say you hook it up and you've got the remote turned on, and you don't think anything about it. You think, oh, okay, well, the amp just turned on because the remote's on, whatever. Well, guess what? 30 minutes later, while your amp has been drawing current and basically being engaged, you're going to smoke a set of pills in it. A set of transistors, if I'm being technically proper there. So just be careful hooking these up. Yes, they're great. We'll plug this one all the way in. And you do have to push them in there pretty good to get them to plug in. So check it out. We plugged it in. Remote's off. Amp's off. That's the way it's supposed to be working. We leave the amp in the off position. We turn our remote on. Look there. We're not drawing any current or anything. So that is the way it's supposed to function. Be careful hooking these up, guys. Always have the amp turned off. Always have the remote turned off. Make sure that this is plugged all the way in. You know, this should be butted up next to each other. You shouldn't have any of the plugs showing. I know this seems like common sense, and you're probably thinking, well, duh, you know, who the heck wouldn't hook it up that way? It's happened, trust me. It can happen to anybody. It doesn't mean if you do that you're not an idiot. You know, it doesn't mean you're an idiot or whatever. It just means, you know, just be careful when you're hooking this stuff up, because, look, if people can hook a black wire to a red wire by accident, trust me, they can improperly plug a remote in. So hopefully this saves you in the future. Maybe something you'd overlook if you hadn't watched this video. Just a FYI, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Questions, comments, complaints, let me know. Shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. If you're interested in one of these remotes for your amp, I do sell them on the website. I've got different colors in. Like I said, this green one here, I know it looks great with this 2-pill, but I've got a guy, a friend of mine, that bought a 4-pill, and I forgot to put it in the video earlier. I just overlooked it and forgot to include it in the video. So anyway, catch you guys out there, Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.